I always expect the Mega Man X intro after that.
I mean, it was the Mega Man 7 had the same thing, I believe.
Welcome to something we have all dreaded. Mega Man and Bass. On the Super Nintendo, this was released unbelievably late in the Super Nintendo's lifetime.
It was well into the N64 being out, because this was 1999, I believe.
And it was made specifically because, who was it, Inafune?
Yeah, Inafune, because Mega Man and the Mega Man series had jumped ship to PlayStation.
And he said, but not everyone has a 32-bit console. A lot of kids out there still playing on older systems. So, we want to make a new Mega Man game for them.
And then everyone got the game and went like, oh, did you really have to?
And if he wanted to make it for all the kids who didn't have a 32-bit system yet, why did he make it so bloody hard? Mega Man and Bass is not a well-received game.
Not particularly. So I think the only thing it had going for it at the time was it was the only Mega Man game where you got to play as Bass. But if that's the only shining symbol going for it, it's not exactly top marks here. There's probably a specific reason why, even though the Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 came out and would have had space for it, that Mega Man Bass was not on there.
Probably because it's bad.
Yeah.
This is kind of the lowest point of jerk game design. They will happily kill you with cheap deaths that you had no way to see coming or react to. That said, Mega Man and Bass actually reuses a lot of assets from Mega Man 8.
Yeah.
Which is why it's often called Mega Man 8.5. Which then is why we're doing it after 8, but before 9. So here we are. You can play as Bass, you can play as Mega Man, and everybody hates it.
It has that kind of character selection bit from Mega Man X4, where you choose if you want to play as X or Zero for the entire adventure.
So we're going to be doing this a little bit differently than we've done the prior Mega Man games. What we're going to be doing is... Good job. What we're going to be doing is you are going to play through the entire game as Mega Man. And I am going to play through the entire game as Bass. Oh, by the way, this game was only released in Japan.
The Super Famicom version.
The Super Nintendo version was only released in Japan. It
yeah.
was ported to the Game Boy Advance.
But 2 words, screen crunch.
Yeah.
So
Game Boy Advance version, not a preferable way to play an already unnecessarily hard game.
So that's why we're doing
Super
Super
Nintendo version, but with a translation patch.
Because I'm all for do the game, buy the game, and do it as legally as possible, but no.
This game doesn't deserve that respect.
In this instance, no. But anyway, let us start with Mega Man's journey.
Mega Man.
As I press the button.
One of the buttons.
He can slide, he can charge, he thumbs up.
And he can give a thumbs up.
And it's Rockman and Forte. I mean, Mega Man and Bass.
So they each have different abilities. Mega Man can slide, and Bass dashes instead of sliding. The dash is nicked almost straight from Mega Man X.
Basically, that is, I believe his skeleton is just basically they took Mega Man X and just reworked it.
You want your first cheat part. This is a good introduction.
This is why this was like in Wily 2 or something from Mega Man 2.
These will actively come out right under your feet when you're standing over them, and there is literally no way to get around them.
And this is Fireman. We're going through the Robot Museum again.
Yeah, so that's the dash versus the slide.
Yeah.
Mega Man can charge.
Yep.
Whereas Bass cannot. However, instead of charging, he can fire in 7 directions. Not straight down, but every other.
Yeah.
A cardinal in it or cardinal. I don't know what else Mega Man has going for him, but Bass can double jump.
He doesn't have the double jump. Mega Man's just got the regular thing. The way...
that was just another benefit that,
yeah.
Why does Bass have this and Mega Man does not have a counterpoint? That's why Mega Man had a thumbs up on the friggin' character select page.
Because they had nothing else for him.
He's just, no, he's got nothing else.
Yeah, that's the thing for Mega Man and Bass. It can basically be boiled down to... There's 2 different ways you play the game here. If you play as Mega Man, you have the worst time with stages, but bosses are basically a snore fest.
Because you can charge.
Yeah. And whereas for Bass, the levels are basically a snore fest, while the bosses are just...
Because Lemons is it.
This is Blizzard, man.
One at least kind of nice thing about Bass's shot is... I mean, he can aim in multiple directions, yes, but he also rapid fires just by holding down the button.
Yeah.
So at least you don't have to mash.
Yeah. The only other downside is the fact that iframes are a thing.
Yeah. So, you don't have to mash, but the bosses in this game have iframes that are 10 years long.
A lot more of these drill bits than I thought there would be.
Yeah, there's a lot. I just played through this intro stage not long ago, and there's friggin' 4 rooms of them. I think that was the last one. I think. I think there were 3, unless there's one more after this segment.
Well, this seems like Toadman's stage, so. Because this is where they.
Yeah, and you see how horrible these jumps are as Mega Man. Bass can just double jump, and it's not even.
And them down already.
And did you see that guy over there? Did you see him how he was gonna shoot at you, and you knew it was coming before you jumped? No, you didn't. Thanks, game.
Yeah, imagine this on the GBA.
These are tight jumps for Mega Man.
Don't respawn, don't respawn. Just jump on.
Yeah, just let him... So I do want to point out, I played through this intro stage specifically as Bass, and it was a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Mostly. Just go on, go through it, have fun. Whereas, we've already seen...
Proto Man, sorry.
I read that as Protoss Man, and I was very confused for a second.
That's far enough, King. First, this is the voice he's giving, whatever. First Dr. Wily's lab, now the museum.
I've now obtained all the blueprints on your combat robots. Hold up, this is my voice chip for this one? Servants?
With this data, I can assemble an invincible mechanoid army. Since you're a robot, you can join me if you want.
Get all them robots.
Looks like your friends come to help you. Bah, I haven't got the time to spend on you two. What? Why did you start with a high-pitched voice and then go to generic villain voice?
Don't worry about it, Protoss Man.
Shut up, Blues. That's right. I'm a weeaboo, too. No! He's the true villain of the franchise! Ah!
Wow,
my legs!
Good job on that dodge there, bro. You saw that was friggin' telegraphed a mile away and you stood there.
0! That's me in a few years. What? Don't worry about it.
Oh, this is not the first game that makes you unbelievably weak in cutscenes, but unbelievably strong in gameplay.
Ah, yes, cutscenes. The true hero's weakness. Oh, if only somebody can heal me. I have healing magic. Oh, if only somebody could heal me. I can heal. Why you not give me the dialogue option? It's just a flesh. Is that from? Listen, I know it's Monty Python because
yeah.
But, you know, I watched that movie for my birthday last year, and I kind of enjoyed it, but also couldn't enjoy it because literally everything has been nerded too much to death from that movie, and it's like, you know, I would have loved this if I hadn't heard every fucking line already.
Yeah, like, it was unbelievably hilarious and innovative in its comedy. And then we've heard it so many times. This is like we were talking about friggin' Cowboy Bebop before, and how I watched a friggin' new episode of it literally every day for like 3 years. And at first I'm like, this is the best thing ever. And now I'm like, I can't stand this show anymore.
Every time I see that 42 joke, I think to myself, nerds and geeks of the world, get new jokes. I cannot stand it anymore. You have ruined everything. Back to my bit. Why does he say flesh wound? He doesn't have flesh. He's a robot. Like, I get the ideas.
Flesh.
I get the ideas like for our convenience. It's that weird thing of like, oh, the aliens go like, you know, I'll have your guts for garters, and like nobody knows what a garter is. So each basically saying we're gonna rip out your guts and everything and wear them for funsies.
That's when you start looking too far into, well, technically, how did this phrase come up in this? Because we don't think about the history of this phrase or what it means, we just say it.
Hey, I found out what a stitch in time saves 9 means.
It would be simple to kill you right here and now. But I'm afraid I must see to assembling my great king army, despite the fact that I killed friggin' Protoss Man with one swing from the same range!
Also, if I did, there wouldn't be much of a game, now would there be?
And I could legit just kill you by the amount of time it took me to say this sentence.
Anyway, while we're about to leave, enjoy this green devil fight. Yes, your first fight in this game is a devil. It's foreshadowing for the rest of the game. Enjoy it, bitch.
Green Devil was from 8 too, wasn't he?
Yes, he was the slime vent thing.
Yeah, so just bringing back him. He does literally nothing, by the way.
We're technically in the museum. I think he's just a museum piece, so...
Oh wow, he actually, like, stays open for you. Fought him as base, and I'd get 1 lemon in there before he closed up again.
I think if you get,
it's probably
right
because
up here
you're...
and, like, angled just perfectly, you can just go...
See, I tried, and he just friggin' closes up again. That's mine, yeah. I just hit save because. Go ahead and save over.
Okay. Overwrite this file. Save.
Mega Man has now finally defeated Base.
So...
Wasn't Base introduced in 8?
He was in 7.
He's in 7.
Remember, he just, like, randomly shows up and then just goes, like...
Oh, and then he was in the friggin' cutscene in 8 and then never showed up again.
No, we had to fight him.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't he have, like, the big dumb form?
Yeah, he has his, like... one form that Mega Man like also had, but you never see him use it again because they did it for like 2 games, and then when like
Okay, so stage select in this game
is vastly different from stage selects that we're normally used to, because we only can choose from 3 robot masters, and one of them we've already fought before. It's Astro Man. From Mega Man 7.
Yeah, a number of
Mega
robot
Man 8, sorry.
Number of robot masters come
Technically,
back
he
from
was
8.
in 7. He's in the background as a blueprint idea in Spring Man State. Anyway.
Yeah, and how you progress through these stages is also different. When you beat a stage, you progress to, at least if memory serves, the 3 reaching out directly from it.
Yeah, as you can see from the Robot Museum, it leads off to Cold Man, Astro Man, and Ground Man.
So if no matter which one of these we choose, we will not open up 2 stages. You can go back and replay other stages, which then will open up you can open up all stages.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to beat more than like 3 stages before you can go to the finale.
I think you have to beat all the stages, but we'll worry about that in a second. There's also Otto's shop down here, which we'll go into real quick, because some of these things we're definitely going to need, so...
For all them bolts we have.
I mean, you can farm out bolts. It's not that hard.
Yeah, if you can replay stages, then you can just go get bolts.
So, extra life, the energy balancer. Yeah.
It's funny because I swear it was not long. I swear they've always referred to the extra lives as like spare bodies, but I didn't actually hear of that until like a week ago, and I was like, what?
That's the first I've ever heard of it.
But then I swear it was like, no, that's just what they've always been referred to as. It's like, really? Have they?
And then
Come back when you've got more money.
And over here is what we're not going to be bothering with for this game. I can tell you right now.
We want to show off all the stages. We are not getting all the discs.
Yes, the discs are quite a thing to get to. There is a lot of discs to do.
I think it's 100.
It's a 100%ing kind of thing, and I am not invested in that.
So, they're strewn about all the stages. You just go find one laying there sometimes. You need to revisit a stage with a certain ability to get other ones. There are some you need to, like, have friggin' rush dig at very specific spots that you have no real discernible way of knowing where to dig to find them.
Might be some where you specifically have to have one of the characters to do it. I'm not 100% sure on that.
You can 100% it as Mega Man.
Okay.
I don't know if you can 100% it as...
Base?
Base. Like, maybe you can, I don't know.
Drop that base. Anyway, we're going to start off with the only Robot Master you're supposed to start off with, because either one of these two is a fool's errand. Cold Man.
So please explain to the comments, for their sake specifically, why you don't go over the other two.
Because Cold Man's the easy one.
Fair.
Like, Astro Man and Brown Man are the worst ones to deal with ever. Like, this is that point where, like, in Mega Man, where you were perfectly fine for most Mega Mans, just going like Mega Buster only for everything.
Yeah, I'll go fight whatever.
No, this game is like, start learning the weaknesses because you're gonna need them. You can Mega Buster, nobody's stopping you, but this game will make you regret that choice.
Okay, so something that I wanted to bring up, you are going to do your absolute best to not have to resort to, like, save states or anything. If you decide to, I will absolutely allow it, and when I get around to playing, I absolutely reserve the right to save state if I get fed up with crap.
Oh, trust me, I'll probably get the save stating, but there's definitely my thing with save stating was I kind of just didn't want to because it was like, oh, it's Mega Man. For most of it, it's not that hard, and we can handle it.
Like, if you can learn the stage and the difficulty is fair, then it's not necessary. This game is neither of those.
Yeah. Also, basically, a good sign that you're going to have a difficult moment is when you start seeing 1-ups for free. Such as this moment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I hadn't even hit the checkpoint yet. Oh, the screen transition ate my Buster.
Yeah, like, you have to know exactly how you're gonna charge and get through that. Here, we got one. We can show at least one off. Why is it so hard for challenging games just to give you a checkpoint?
That's part of the challenge, I guess.
I mean, it's a challenge of endurance. It's a... I don't know, because, like, it's not even testing, like, hey, can you actually do this thing? It's like, no, you also have... I could understand it if it were, like, taking damage over time. Like, you have to retain health through this whole thing. Like, that means how you play early on does determine how you play later on. So, like, I get that. But when, like, friggin' everything is spike pits, There's no challenge in that. That's just, hey, do that thing you already succeeded in again to get to the thing you died at. How much health does this guy have?
That was a little too much.
Yay!
Oh, in case it weren't too obvious, this is literally my first time playing this game.
As long as you can go into it with some amount of knowledge, because I sure don't know. Even just like boss weaknesses.
Oh, that's why I'm doing Cold Man first, because we might as well get him out of the way, because he's not the worst, but he definitely has a weakness for one of the most annoying bosses in this game.
Give you a lot of weapon energy early on when you don't have a weapon yet.
Not fast, not fast.
Never mind. Just don't die, I guess. Does a charge shot not even kill them?
Nope, he takes 2 charge shots, apparently.
So, you're gonna put an enemy that doesn't die to 1 charge shot on the other side of a platform that collapses when you step on it. So you are forced to land on the platform, charge shot it not die, and you still have to kill it before the platform goes away.
Oh, okay, that's a nice little thing. I don't know if I want to continue forward, because that's just a death trap over there. If it's anything important, I don't care.
How do you even hit those things? I swear you hit them once.
I hit him once, and then it never... Okay, you're being annoying now. Good, that's a good checkpoint. I can live with that.
Wait, wasn't this before the mini-boss?
This was after.
Okay, that's not so bad then.
No, you've only had the full charge. You have... Well, technically you do have 2 charge stages, but like...
Here, just charge up for a second.
Because there's the normal lemon shot, and then there's halfway, which is equal to 1, and then you have the full charge shot.
Just charge up for a second. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
That's what it's always been, so...
I mean, I figured, but I was just wondering why your charge shot hit that thing sometimes, but not others.
Mm. Because I'm playing Mega Man Base. It wants to remind me.
Probably.
Definitely some Frost Man assets being reused here.
Okay, so I can see it's like pulling snow in through its top, but it's not even snowing or anything right now.
That was a mistake. Oh, checkpoint there, too.
Oh, thank heavens.
For 7-11. My checkpoint there. Whatever. I'm not gonna argue with this game.
There's not a lot of space here to time this jump. I mean, it's not like the hardest thing in the world, but...
Also, it's the most unnecessary thing in the world. Yeah. We had 7 jumps in there get eaten up.
There we go. Yeah, I don't think we can make that.
I think I bounced off the top of the thing.
It's admittedly hard for me to gauge what is... Because Mega Man is designed to be kind of a challenging game all on its own. It's kind of hard for me to gauge how exactly jerkish a specific move is that they do. Because I see some stuff and go, are you sure about that? But, like, that may actually be normal for Mega Man. I mean, I know this game is this game. Why do your iframes last 10 years?
This is the last light here, so we're going to save state.
Yeah, let's not just play through it. Okay, so the one move that I'm thinking that I like is just hugging the wall, and instead of like double jumping over each one of these, just do the one jump and stay along the wall. That should also give you time to, if he's gonna shoot a guy into the air, like, focus on shooting it instead of shooting him.
The ice pillars ate it. Yay!
That's the good stuff.
Did it perfect. Don't pay attention to that lost bit. It was a perfect run.
Oh, that's a sound effect.
And now we get the speedrunner's favorite weapon, the ice wall.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you didn't program this game well, did you?
So the ice wall you can use not only to move fast, but also to clip into walls.
Mm-hmm.
And just, you know, zip around. Oh, that only opened up those 2 stages. I thought it would open up those 3.
Nope.
Oh well.
We got some
Got a little bit of money.
bolts to spend.
For like a quick charge or something.
I think it gets bigger the more robot masters you beat.
Hmm. Well, we've bought 1. Give us more crap.
Let's go with the energy rebalancer first.
Oh, what's that spike one say?
Oh, the shot guard?
Yeah.
You can take like
It
one.
only works once.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it's just a quick save if you fall on spikes.
Yeah, they usually do that kind of thing where it's like
And then what's the one next to that?
the transceiver?
Yeah.
I don't know, it just said you can contact roll, but I don't know what that means specifically.
I don't know. I mean, maybe if we get lonely, I guess.
Hey, she's her sister.
Nothing else really looks especially useful other than just, like, stock up on lives and maybe get the exit because we're probably going to be revisiting stages. Wait, no, are we? I don't think we will.
Unless
We're
you
just
want to get some
yeah, unless we
CDs.
want. It
Oh,
would
hey,
be. Oh, hey.
Nightman was one of them. Built based on a loyal knight, here he has defeated more than 1,000 robots in duels. I challenge you to a duel.
I knew you were going.
You looked
to.
at me as if you were going to do it. And it
If
was
you
just-
didn't, I was going to.
I said ups, valiant, downs, inflexible, likes, honor, hates, dirty fights.
Kind of a 2-dimensional guy, really.
He's a knight. How could you not love him? Well,
Like, I mean,
you
he's
just-
good, but, like-
I just called him 2-dimensional. That's why you're wrong, bitch. Ow! Why'd you hit me and not him? Because you're my hand. If I hit him, he'll go like, ow! Get out of my house.
It's like likes night things, doesn't like not night things.
Well, yeah. Why do you think he's not the best robot master? Granted, there's also Grenade Man, and that felt good. So.
That's true.
Okay, so
Yeah, likes getting shot, apparently.
likes sadomasochism. We just put that in the Mega Man game. Y'all know what he's about. Flash bomb.
Look, dude gets hit and says that felt good.
I think I need that scene from DBZA with like Mega Man as Gohan and Grenade Man as Cell goes like, first you had my curiosity, now you have my erection. Y'all know what I'm about. Flash bomb. Okay, test robot running an experiment test robot. But he was a Wily creation.
Usually,
He was specifically made by Wily in case he got in prison for more than 6 months.
I know Wily also modifies a lot of bots.
That might be too.
So, like, it may have initially been built for this, and then Wily was like, yeah, but I got a better idea.
Always thinking of cool entry poses. He does have cool entry poses.
He does.
Like this. Yeah, that's cool. Ups. Perfectionist. Downs. Important. What?
I'm not sure what that is.
Likes.
That is not a word that I've heard before.
Likes. Detective novels. Hates. Pollution.
See, I like this guy. He's got some depth to him.
Yeah, no, they do that for a lot of Robot Masters, where they'll have, like, the... Really? You have the, like, whatever. I'm Frostman!
Oh, he's big.
A popsicle.
A popsicle.
Made from leftover Clown Man parts. Yes.
Yes.
His body is big, so his oil can't circulate well. I'll beat you! Ups. Really freaking big. Downs.
They just said really freaking big.
I'm pretty sure that's like the fan translation part. Downs. Heavy. Likes rock candy. Hates frostbite.
I'm gonna have to check the Mega Man wiki because I remember seeing these on the Mega Man wiki.
They have like the official ones on there, so this is probably one of those, like, I don't know if this is like official or if I can't tell. I don't know if the script's like they took the GBA one and just transplanted it, or
that,
if it's
I mean,
just
that'd be
one
the
of those.
easiest thing to do. Then you don't even have to translate, just one-to-one it over.
Yeah.
But that would mean having to play through the GBA.
That is the downfall, is you have to play Mega Man and Bass on the GBA. And, like,
Yeah.
Mega Man and Bass is already torture, but Screen Crunch is like, adding too much.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's it for the first part of Mega Man and Bass. I'm at 0 lives, and up next is Burner Man. So, good times are up ahead.